I keep hearing people talk about raising minimum wage to $15 an hour. And if we were to do that, we'd have a lot of bad things start to happen within our economy in our country. If all of a sudden the kid that's flipping burgers in the back end of McDonald's is getting $15 an hour, then how much more are we going to have to pay for those hamburgers to cover that wage increase? And if the kid flipping burgers wage goes up to 15, then what about everybody that's in a position higher than that, management and so on, all the way up the line? Somebody's going to have to pay for those extra wages, and it's not going to be McDonald's eating that cost. It's going to be you eating that cost when you eat their burgers. What's going to happen is they're going to raise the price of everything on that menu accordingly so that they can afford to pay their workers more, and then you're going to have to pay more to eat there. And that's going to happen across the board in every company. If the dairy farmer has to pay more to his workers to milk the cows, then he has to get more on his milk check when he sells it off to Land O'Lakes or whoever it is. Then at their processing plant, when they process that milk, separate it, pasteurize it, all the other stuff that has to happen before it goes in a jug and goes to the grocery store, then they're going to have to spend a lot more, not only on that milk, but they're going to have to pay their workers more too. So they've got a double cost increase, not only materials, but also wages. That keeps going up the line, and pretty soon that $3 or $4 gallon of milk, depending on where you live, that's going to go up to $12 or $15 a gallon just to buy the same gallon of milk because it costs that much more to produce it. It's going to happen everywhere. Not only that, but you're going to have a lot of people who, at the beginning of that, are going to quit their jobs and are going to go and try and get that job at McDonald's. They're going to push out all of the inexperienced people from the workforce that are just trying to get started and get that job maybe after school or something like that. Those jobs won't be available because everybody else is going to take them. And then the people that stay at their companies that don't say, hey, I'm going to quit and go make $15 an hour to flip burgers, they're going to go to their boss and say, hey, I could quit and make $15 an hour. If I stay, you're going to have to pay me a lot more, so you're going to have to decide which you'd rather have it. Your good workers that know what they're doing, or to have to hire new people and train them and go to the added expense, plus you're going to have to pay them more anyway to compete with McDonald's and Walmart and all of the entry-level positions. Everything goes up. What you think is a wage increase translates into a cost increase everywhere. So maybe you're bringing more dollars home, but each dollar doesn't buy what it used to buy. You have to spend more of those dollars to buy the same things that you were already going to buy. And at the end of the day, you actually have less money in the bank account than you ever did before because the prices of everything went up so much, you still can't afford to live. And we end up chasing our own tail. If we raise minimum wage again so that you've got more money, then the whole process starts over again like dominoes. So raising minimum wage is not the answer. We do not become more prosperous as a country or more wealthy as a country by taking money out of one pocket and putting it into the other pocket. We just need to bring in more money, more jobs, more goods, more services. That's how we grow an economy. Otherwise, you might as well just do that pocket shuffle thing and rob Peter to pay Paul. At least that's the way I see it.